achieving things in this life means nothing if we don't sit back and appreciate them, appreciate how far we've come, see the value in what we've accomplished. Hi Aries, thank you so much for being here. If it's your first time, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. It's so good to see you. Let's see what June has in store for you. Yes, I said June. I am shifting the tarot scope readings from the astrology seasons to the months, to monthly, from seasonal to monthly. I just think it's going to be an easier structure and easier to find and all that kind of good stuff, and just easier for me to keep all these things sustainable, because I still am doing the collective readings for all signs for the new moon, which you can see the new moon in Gemini video now, for the full moon, which will come up in a couple weeks, and for the astrology season. So you can watch the Lover's card reading now for Gemini season for all signs. So let's get into it. We will be using the Modern Witch Tarot from Lisa Sterle and the Shaman's Dream Oracle by Dr. Alberto Violdo and Colette Baron-Reed. I just started saying the doctor part because I actually didn't realize that he had a PhD. He's not like a doctor, like he's got a PhD in anthropology, medical anthropology. And I don't know why it doesn't say doctor on there, because if you worked for your doctorate, then people should be calling you doctor. You can still go watch your tarot scopes for Taurus season / May. And you can always watch for your sun, moon, and rising sign and Venus sign. I need to remember to say. So the first card, my lovely Aries, is the general energy message lesson that's coming through for you for June. 8 of Wands. Fast moving stuff happening, Aries. Quickness. On a roll, on the run, which is so funny because I feel like for months it's just been like, just wait, Aries, just wait, just give it a second, just you're doing too much too fast, like you're being a little red Corvette. Baby, I'm much too fast. Now this though is like born to be wild. I'm hitting the road, you can't stop me, like literally born to be wild. I'm gonna get in trouble one day for singing all these songs. They're gonna start charging me. So yeah, the 8 of Wands is also travel. So it's like, you know what I just saw was like a runner, like hunched down, like waiting for that gunshot to go off. Maybe not the best word usage with the time, please. Waiting for, you know, the signal to goes off. And now it's like the signal's gone and you are ready to run. Okay? I want to know where you're running towards. 10 of Pentacles. My goodness. This is the third time this has come up already, in different ways, but it just feels like we're finally starting to make a little turnaround after the last couple years and all this work that we've all been doing. It's like, okay, I know I'm not supposed to like do things just for the reward, but after a while you're like, I need something to remind me why I'm doing this. I need something to keep this sustainable so I can keep doing it. And you are going straight towards the finish line, and it's like the first place finish line, first place on the block, gold medal, gold cup, whatever that visual is coming through strong, like you like winning, winning. Like, it's funny that it got the racing runner imagery, and then it just continued to the finish line. And it's where you want to be. It's one of those things too that you can think about and dream about and manifest, but until you're actually there, you won't notice. And then it also feels like they want to make sure, even though things are moving quickly, you still need to make sure you're trying to ground yourself, stay grounded, or come back to being grounded. Like actively practicing grounding yourself semi-regularly. So then that you can be present in your moments also. Because so easily, Aries, you can just jump from one thing to the, okay, we got, this is done, what's next? This is done, what's next? And they've been trying to get you to be more present, so that when it's done, you can look around and actually really let your accomplishments sink in. So then they are more meaningful and they are more impactful for your life and growth as a soul in this life, in this plane of existence. Achieving things in this life means nothing if we don't sit back and appreciate them, appreciate how far we've come, see the value in what we've accomplished, really felt the win. You need to feel these things on a soul level for you to feel the accomplishment. And I would probably cut out a couple throat clearings, but it's happened so many times now that it's like I talk and then all of a sudden there's like a frog in my throat. So it's almost like things might be moving fast for you, and so fast that you don't even have time to like share or with anybody. There's no time to even stop and be like, hey, how's your trip going so far? And you're like, oh, good, I saw this and this and this. It's like, no, we got to get there. I've been waiting for this. So I'm going. I really don't even have time for distractions. I know it's like, be present, but then also like no time for distractions. They love polarizing messages. It's their favorite. But it's like no distractions, and to the point where, and this came up in Libra's reading, I think, that you don't need to be like telling a bunch of people what you're doing. You don't need to like be sharing a bunch of things as you're going. It's almost like, well, just give yourself a moment to just be in it, and then at the end, then you'll have time to share. Does that make sense? That's what I'm getting. Sometimes I'm asking you if it makes sense, because it doesn't always make sense to me. So I heard what's next, almost like what is in between the starting line and the finish line. How are you going to ensure the win? Interesting. 6 of Pentacles in reverse. This is actually kind of becoming weirdly somewhat similar to the Aquarius reading. So if you have an Aquarius in your life, Aries and Aquarius are actually a good match for each other. Or if you have Aquarius in your chart, definitely go watch that reading. There, of course, it came up differently in a different way, but there's a connection. And the 6 of Pentacles in reverse, especially, I feel like it's confirming kind of like the blocking of other people. It's really making sure that you're discerning who you're giving to and who you're getting from, and what that exchange means, what's the motives behind the exchange, and also just kind of protecting your own energy and what you have to give. Because the similarity between you and like Aquarius is the motives, and also the like, it's like for you more Aquarius, for you more Aries. Aquarius really need to look at their motives. You really need to look at other people's motives and ask if they're going to expect something from you. And if you feel like it's not an equal exchange, or they want something more from you than what you're giving, then you need to not go there with that person. Okay. Yeah, what are those around you's motives for helping you? Are they helping you because they care about you and they want to help you move forward because they love you and they're supporting you? Or are they helping you because they're like, oh, and then you can help me with my thing. Oh, you're really good at doing that? Oh, well, I'll come help you and then you can teach me how to do it. And it's like, well, I can teach you, but you, like, this is also, if it's like something that you do or something that you're skilled at, ask if they'll pay you, you know, or ask for a better, more significant trade-off. Because anybody that's like sucking away from you is taking away from you. It's like delaying you from getting to that finish line. Okay. Anybody who's not helping you get there actively, or just getting out of the way and allowing you to get there, is actually actively blocking you, whether they know it or not. It's probably a lot of it's subconscious, but you know it. So now you need to make sure that your boundaries are good with those people. Okay. Let's look at the bottom of the deck, the core of the situation. Judgment. I don't know why, but it hasn't been wanting to focus on the bottom. There it goes. Judgment. A step in your path of alignment, in your path of purpose. That's why this feels very significant. This very significant move, like from here to there, accomplishing something, being aligned with it, protecting it, trusting what's happening. Okay. The Judgment card, it being called judgment is a very old term. It's like the Judgment Day. But I feel like for us in modern society, it is like alignment and purpose. It is your soul plan. And you are right where you're supposed to be. But you do have to, we're having a lot going on, especially, I'm sure it's all this Gemini energy of trusting that things are going to work out, but then at the same time, taking action, the action that you know that you can take, because this is not just sit around and wait for it to work out. It is, the universe is working it out for you, but you have to make sure you're still doing the work to meet the universe where it is. It is trying to meet you where you're at. You're trying to meet it where it is. And you're both doing work. This is like true co-creation happening. Okay. So meet them on the path. Weird. I just heard Bone Thugs and Harmony's Crossroads. Meet me at the crossroads, crossroads, crossroads. I feel like my brother's in the room now. He loves that song. We loved it. Loved. Time doesn't exist. Okay, let's see what the Oracle has to say. And make sure that you watch your June taroscopes for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign. Oh, happening quickly. Ooh, I haven't pulled this one yet. The Horned Cactus. I like this card. He's cool. And it means resourcefulness. You are great at resourcefulness, Aries. This should be good for you. 29. Horned Cactus. Blooming through resilience, resourcefulness, discovery. When nothing seems to be happening fast enough or your ideas have dried up, you begin to question your relevance. During these periods in life, you might feel like giving up, frustrated and resentful that success will never happen for you. The issue here, however, is a matter of perception. The horn cactus thrives in the barren desert scape, offering you the gift of water when all appears to be dry. If you look at its body, you see the natural thorns that protect it from predators and the elements. What you don't see are the deep roots that extend far into the earth, filling it with a continuous flow of water. This succulent is a symbol of resilience, of resourcefulness, of your needs being met in spite of appearances to the contrary. That's that trust part I was talking about. It's a reminder of the courage and inherent wisdom needed to dig deep below the less than friendly surface that hides a rich underground world. Can you connect to this magical truth and trust? I've never pulled this card. This is awesome. The desert is a mystical place filled with mysterious creatures beautifully adapted to their environments. The horn cactus tells you to take heart. This journey is only temporary, and you will soon be met with greener pastures. Hey! But first you must acknowledge your inner strength and fortitude as you're tested here. Be as the cactus, resilient and resourceful. That was beautiful, Aries. I love that card for you. I love that card for this reading. You got this. You're resilient, you're resourceful, you're going to trust, you're going to keep doing your work. You're going to get there. You're going to get there. And I love that the symbolism of also still being grounded when it looks like, you know, and protected. And it's speaking about movement too. So you're going to get there. You're right where you're supposed to be, okay? And if you realize you're right where you're supposed to be now, when you get to where you want to be, you will realize even more that you're right where you're supposed to be. And that, I want that like elated moment of you just like getting like filled with joy for yourself, filled with gratitude and abundance and just fulfillment of getting to that point of where you look around and you get goosebumps and you're just like, I can't believe that this is where I am right now. I can't believe that this is also where I'm supposed to be right now. And how cool is that? Okay. Everyone deserves to have that moment at least once. I hope everyone has it at least twice in their life. Otherwise, what are we doing? Go find your moment, Aries. Okay. Very cool. Thank you so much for being here. Please let me know what resonated with you or have any questions. I'm always available for one-on-one sessions. All my links are attached. I am on Patreon now. You can support Meryl's Mystic for just $2 a month, and I am working on getting extra content out on that. Please be sure to like, subscribe, share with a friend. Go watch the tarot scopes for your other signs as those come out. Go watch the new Moon and Gemini video and the Lovers card reading for Gemini season. Thank you again for being here. I so appreciate your support, and I will see you next month. Bye.